Hey guys, welcome to another week, another teaser. And this one will be from the 5th of May to the 9th of May 2025. So without wasting any time, let's get right to it. Can you actually believe that it's already May? I mean, just 5 weeks ago, it was like Jan, but now it's already May. We're almost half through the year. This is crazy. But anyway, coming up on Monday, the 5th, Peck's return to school quickly turns into a nightmare. I mean, that was given, so I'm not going to say much on that. DJ Thomas considers breaking up with Mapiti after narrowly escaping being caught. Narrowly. So it's a lot of tongue play. Narrowly. It's a lot of tongue play. So it looks like the chickens are coming home to roast for DJ Thomas. Whether he will go through with the breakup, I doubt he will, because he has been the one pushing Mapiti to keep going with this. So now he can't turn back, and one little hump and already he wants to break up. He just has to keep going until eventually he's caught, because normally that's how these things end. The triangles, normally that's how they end. Someone has to find out for the thing to end, otherwise it's not gonna end. So moving on, Mr. Home faces challenges balancing his work responsibilities with looking after his son. And now that I'm thinking of it, why is it that it seems like Pax is the only one who had a bad deal or a bad ordeal into the whole aftermath? Khopan. Is it Khopan? Felix. Yeah, Felix aftermath. Why is it that it's only Pax who's really going through the most? Yes, others have their houses burned, but physically they're okay. And this one, Pax is like, one, the house burned down, and also physically he's not okay, because so why is it that it's only Pax? And this is the same guy who actually tried to save him. It's crazy. Okay, Tuesday, Tibos confronts Mapiti about her lies. Okay, it looks like Tibos is finally catching the drift, moving with the times. But I mean, it's given, right, that at some point he is gonna find out. It's just a matter of when, and by whatever Skeem Saam is doing, whenever it comes to their storylines, they have this thing of dragging it for, I will say, for no particular reason. And when it eventually, when a story comes together, there is not that fulfillment at the end, because it has been dragged for so long that you probably lose interest along the way, because it feels like, well, I'm watching the same thing over and over and over, and it's so predictable at this point that it's like, well, what's the point of watching? So what makes a good story the thing that I always get with Skeem Saam, it seems like whatever they're doing, whatever they should be doing at the time, they don't do it, and then they do it months later. And I don't understand why. But anyway, this will be interesting to see. Thursday, PAX disrupts lessons and there are consequences for everyone involved. You see, this is other storyline that keeps being stretched and stretched and stretched. And since I think this teaser, since the 5th of Monday, from the 5th of Monday, there's something about PAX. And it looks like now that's the story that they're running with, and DJ Thomas and Mapiti one. And what happened to Kwaito and Leto? What happened there? Because I thought, we were getting somewhere. And there's also the Pretty and Dr. Blue. What happened to that? But anyway, let's keep it moving. Oh, speaking of Kwaito, here's Kwaito. Kwaito disagrees with Tibo's approach to his personal matters. I'm guessing this is Tibo's is trying the keep your friends closer. No, your enemies closer. No, keep your friends closer, but your enemies closer. What am I saying? But something towards those lines of keep your enemies closer. I think that's Tibo's approach, which Kwaito seems not to approve. And I think Tibo should actually keep them closer, keep his enemy closer, DJ Thomas. I think he will so I think they're just trying to throw the reader off here to think it's DJ Thomas, but I think this is a different guy. I think that photographer. Evelyn takes control, much to irritation of Alfred. Whenever it comes to TEF High, the only storylines that they seem to be playing with, it's either the tension between the principal and the co-principal, because remember, this is exactly what was happening with Alfred the time he was co-principal. What do they call? Are they called co-principal? Yeah, but whatever that thing is, deputy principal. This was the very same thing with Alfred and Tob Harlem. Mem Tawahale. It was the exact same thing. She was principal, he was deputy, and they didn't get along. And now it looks like the same thing that it's repeating itself, which is the same story, just different characters. And if it's not this, then it's about someone getting one of the teachers struggling with some finances, like what's her name? The one who was struggling with her finances and got machonistas involved, and the whole thing just blew out. If you look at that and you look at the time Alfred was having those kind of financial problems, you see that it's exactly the same storylines. It's just different characters, but it's the same storyline. And if it's not that one, then it's about some kid dying. When it comes to TEF High, it's either some teacher is in some financial wars, or conflict between deputy and principal, or a kid dying. It always dangles between those three points, and I don't understand why. I mean, they have a lot that they can do at TEF High story-wise, and I don't know, since they've moved to that 7:30 slot, they're just becoming too relaxed or too comfortable. Maybe that's the word, too comfortable. Because this is, it's worse than it was at 6:30. But anyway, that was it for this week. Anything I'm looking forward to in this teaser besides the Mapiti one? Nah, because they didn't mention anything about Dr. Blue or what's her name, or Pretty, and that's one of the storylines that I would have wanted for them to explore a bit more. So for the reasons that I've mentioned before, so that's the one that I'll say I'll be interested in. If not that, then and the Kwaito one, Kwaito and Leto. I hope they get to move in that direction. Although I haven't been watching Skeem Saam from last week, since Good Friday. So I can say since Good Friday, and today is Wednesday. So that's about 4 episodes that I haven't watched. So I might have missed what's currently happening with Lieto and Kwaito, but I just hope so. Whatever I'm saying now, I'm saying it given that I haven't watched the last 4 episodes. So some of whatever I'm saying might have already played out. So just bear with me. So I think the Kwaito and Leto one, it's the one that I'll say I would like to see where it goes. There's a lot of depth there. There's a lot of story. There's a lot of twists that they can play with and possibly introduce even new characters. But only time will tell. So anyway, that was it for this week. Until next week, I'm Young. I'm out.